You didn't tell me we were gonna kill it.
The MTN Gang and the Great Pumpkin. Sponsored by Nabisco Brands, makers of Oreo cookies, and by Mounds, Almond Joy, and your Peppermint Patty. We wish you a fun-filled and safe Halloween.
Hi Wendy. It's great to have you in my MTN Gang's apartment. Boy oh boy oh boy. I'm so excited for you to tell me the story about the Great Pumpkin in the streets of Brooklyn. Sure thing, Sophia. So the Great Pumpkin is like Chris Kringle from Miracle on 34th Street, or Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas, except he rides on the pumpkin patch in Prospect Park on Halloween night. He gives all of the presents to all of the good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is just a myth. It's all very true. And what's that piece of paper that we have on the kitchen table? It's a letter from the producer of the special telling us that we are going to see It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown at the Duffield Train Theatre on Duffield Street, the same theater where they last screened New Jack City, where a patron was killed, and the NYPD kept saying that the theater was closed back in 1991 by the investigation, and then reopened in the same theater where it had been demolished. It will have commercials like Almond Joy candy, meat fins, and your peppermint patty during each showing. After that, you will come to the Halloween party at St. Stephen's Church on Summit Street. Would you like to come? I can't come to the Halloween party at St. Stephen's Church and the Duffield Twin Theatre to see It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown on the big screen. Because it's too dangerous, and we can all be killed by some bad guys where they killed the patron back in 1991. And also, I don't want to miss the Great Pumpkin's arrival in the city. I thought you don't want to go see the Great Pumpkin after you are going to see It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown? Too bad. Now you should stay home for the rest of Halloween and forget about it.
Meanwhile, back in town...
Yes! Finally! The leaf pile is finished. Thanks, old friend.
Cowabunga, baby. And remember, never jump in a pile of leaves with the wet sucker. As Tina Marie would say, I'm just a sucker for your love.
Say, Shirley, I got a Nerf football to play with. How about practicing a few place kicks? I'll hold the ball, and you come running and kick it, so you will never get hurt like he did in It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and a boy named Charlie Brown, after Lucy lifted and missed it.
Oh, brother. I don't mind the dishonesty. Have as much mind your opinion of me. You must think I'm stupid. Like Weird Al would say, dare to be stupid.
Oh, come on, Shirley.
No.
I'll hold it steady like Lucy did.
No, I won't do it.
Please.
You just want me to come running up to kick that ball, so you can pull it away and see me land flat on my back and kill myself like Charlie Brown did in It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown and a boy named Charlie Brown.
This time you can trust me, see? Here's a signed letter from the executives at CBS, testifying that I promise not to pull it away.
It is signed. It's a letter from the CBS executives. I guess if you have a signed document from the network that made the Peanuts specials in your position, you can't go wrong. And this year, I'm really gonna kick that football like Charlie Brown did. Whoa!
Peculiar thing about this letter from the executives at CBS, who did the Peanuts specials, it was never notarized.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night at the Brooklyn Promenade. I hope you bring me lots of presents like Jack Skellington did from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Who are you writing to, Wendy? This is the time of year to write to the Great Pumpkin. On Halloween night in the great big city of Brooklyn, the great pumpkin rises out of his pumpkin patch and flies through the air with his bag of toys to all the children, just like Jack Skellington did, where he gave toys to all of the children of the entire city.
You must be crazy. When will you stop believing in something that isn't true? As Steve Perry from Journey would say, don't stop believing.
When will you stop believing in that fellow with red suit and the white beard that goes, ho ho ho? Take my word from advice by Kris Kringle from Miracle on 34th Street. He used to work for Macy's and dressed up as Santa Claus, and then Chris went to court after a Macy's employee got beaten by a cane, and then children sent a bunch of letters regarding that Kris Kringle was Santa Claus. And everyone believed. That's all, folks.
Thanks for the Kris Kringle character from Miracle on 34th Street. They're obviously separated by their denominational differences.
You must get discouraged because more people believe in Kris Kringle, I mean, Santa Claus, than in you. Well, let's face it. Santa Claus has had more publicity. But being number 2, perhaps you try harder. In the words of Mary Wells, what 2 can easily do is so hard to be down by 1.
Not again. Writing a stupid letter to Jack Skellington from the Nightmare Before Christmas as the Great Pumpkin. You make me the laughing stock of the neighborhood. All they talk about is my longtime friend who writes to Jack Skellington of the Great Pumpkin. You better cut it out right now or I'll tell Stacy Lattisaw to nail it to the wall on you.
There are many things I learned never to discuss with other people: sex, religion, politics, segregation, bigotry, hatred, prejudice, and the Great Pumpkin.
You're wasting your time. The Great Pumpkin is fake, not real.
Everyone tells me you're a fake, not real, but as Levi Stubbs from the Four Tops would say, I believe in you and me. P.S. If you really are a fake, but not real, don't tell me what to do. I don't want to know. Ask one of the members of Blue Magic, and you will be singing Born on Halloween, and you will be on Soul Train where you sang Sideshow. I'm your biggest fan of Blue Magic, and you are from the streets of Philadelphia, where the Stylistics, the OJs, the Delphonics, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, the Intruders, and other Philly soul groups.
What are you doing, Wendy?
I'd rather not say. You might laugh.
Oh, I never laugh at you, Wendy. You're so intelligent.
I'm writing to Jack Skellington, I mean, the Great Pumpkin.
You say the darnest things like Art Linkletter used to say.
On Halloween night the Great Pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch. He flies through the air and brings toys to all the good little children everywhere. Would you like to sit with me in a pumpkin patch at the Brooklyn Promenade on Halloween night and wait for the Great Pumpkin?
Oh, I'd love to, Wendy.
What's going on here? What are you trying to do to my old pal?
And how do you think you're gonna mail that letter? You can't possibly reach the USPS mailbox, and I'm not gonna help you.
Hey! I got an invitation to a Halloween party tonight at St. Stephen's Church on Summit Street at the corner of Hicks Street by the BQE.
Is the invitation to Dan's party, Shirley?
Yes! It's the first time I've ever been invited to a party at the church, which is down the basement where they had a special party downstairs.
Shirley, if you got an invitation, it was a major mistake. There were 2 lists, Shirley, one to invite, and one not to invite. You must have been put on the wrong list. So why not go see Blue Magic on Soul Train to sing Sideshow, and stop to start, and you'll be fine.
A few words about almond joy. Don't take our words for it. You are me for yourself.
A person should always choose the right costume that is in direct contrast to his own personality.
Is Wendy taking me to the party?
But maybe there is a great pumpkin. Boy, is she strange.
But maybe there is a great pumpkin.
Every year, Wendy misses tricks or treats, and then the Halloween party at St. Stephen's Church.
She'll never learn.
Do I get to go trick-or-treating this year, little old lady?
Sure, Chris.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do we do it?
All you have to do is walk up to an apartment, ring the doorbell, and say, "Tricks or treats."
Are you sure that is legal, you know?
Of course it's legal, you know.
I won't want to be accused of taking part in Rumble like the Jets and the Sharks did in West Side Story.
Oh gee whiz.
Is that you, Sophia the First?
No, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy.
Where's Shirley Temple?
Here I am. I've had a little trouble finding a costume, so I chose to be Kenzie Backlund from Carl and the Gang toon series.
They LLL never guess it's me under here.
Hello, Wolfman. Glad you could make it in time after you did a radio show for 66 WNBC.
How did you know it was me? I did a Halloween show at 30 Rob Kidfella Center, where we did the Christmas tree lighting there.
What in the world kind of costume is that?
She's super tink.
Now I've heard everything. Alright everybody, we'll go trick or treating around Cobble Hill, Carroll Gardens, Red Hook, and then over to St. Stephen's Church on Summit Street and Hicks for the big Halloween party.
Have you come to sing pumpkin carols like What's This and the Oogie Boogie song from The Nightmare Before Christmas?
You butthead, you're gonna miss all the fun just like in the last Halloween special.
Don't talk about the scary logos like that. The Great Pumpkin knows which kids have been good and which kids have been bad. You'll be sorry.
Oh dear.
He'll come here because I have the most sincere pumpkin patch, and he respects sincerity.
Do you really think she'll come?
Tonight, the Great Pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch in the whole city. He flies through the air and brings toys to all the children of the world, and all of New York City including Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island, and of course, the rest of New Jersey and Connecticut.
That's a good story.
You don't believe in the story of the Great Pumpkin of the city? Although little girls and even Brooklyn and city girls and even fly girls always believed everything that was told to them. Although little girls, Brooklyn girls, city girls, and even fly girls, and African American Negro and black girls were innocent and trusting.
Welcome to 20th Century Foss. 20th Century Frog, you wives and lovers.
Alright, once and for all, are you coming or are you staying? We can't waste all night.
I'm glad you came back, Chris. We'll just sit here in this pumpkin patch, and you'll see the Great Pumpkin with your own eyes.
If you try to hold my hand, I'm going to throw you in the bungalow.
Each year, the Great Pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch that he thinks is the most sincere. He's got to pick this one. He's got to. I don't see how a pumpkin patch can be more sincere than this one. You can look all around and there's not a sign of hypocrisy. Nothing but sincerity as far as the eye can see.
Wheat thins, something like a cracker, but more like a snack. Just for you snackers, crunchy delights, kinda like a cracker, but more snack bite. Oh, they're thin and square, and they're light as air, and they're honest to goodness, it's snackers. Wheat thins, just for you snackers, something like a cracker, but more like a snack.
Try our cheese and nutty flavors too. Wheat thins, just for you snackers.
Nabisco.
outside. Try something warm and creamy inside. Cream of wheat hot cereal and instant mix and eat. Their smooth texture always lets the flavor come through. Two great ways to come in from the cold.
Trick or treat. Smell of my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't choose. I'll pull down your pantyhose.
Can I have an extra piece of candy for my stupid friend? She couldn't come with us because she's sitting in the pumpkin patch waiting for the great pumpkin. It's so embarrassing to have to ask for something extra for that stupid Wendy. I got 5 pieces of almond joy.
I got mounds.
I got jerk peppermint patty and a penny.
I got a rock.
Trick or treat. Smell of my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't choose. I'll pull down your pantyhose.
Gee whiz, I got Bunkers candy.
I got 5 Giggles cookies.
Hey, I got a pack of Hubba Bubba bubble gum.
I got a rock.
Trick or treat. Smell of my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't choose. I'll pull down your pantyhose.
I got Rascals candy.
I got a big league too.
I got a pack of fruit roll-ups, fruit wrinkles, and pudding roll-ups.
I got a rock.
By the way, whatever happened to Tinker Bell?
She got tired and she doesn't want to go trick or treating with the guys. I'm going to tell you a story about what happened. It was dark at the Red Hook housing projects where Tinkerbell spent some time watching TV and do nothing. And when the news came out, something is about to happen.
Breaking news! A woman has gotten kidnapped by 2 kids on Flatbush Avenue in downtown Brooklyn. Be on the lookout for a Mr. Softy ice cream truck. Those are where they are.
Oh my. This is terrible. Maybe I should go out to look for it. I got a big idea. I got this flying superhero costume that I got for Halloween, so maybe I will fly over there and rescue that lady. This sounds like a job for Super Tink. Up, and away. Where is it? They must be driving extremely fast.
Let me go, you filthy animal.
Shut up, young lady.
I found them. It's inside the Mr. Softy ice cream truck. Stop. In the name of love. Before you break my heart. Think it over.
Oh, who do you supposed to be? Superman?
I am not Superman. I am Super Tink, the superhero of Brooklyn. And I am here to stop you from kidnapping this poor little rich girl. I am calling the NYPD cops on you. Hello police department, this is Super Tink, and I found the Mr. Softy ice cream truck with the guys who kidnapped this little old lady.
Wonderful, please meet me at the Halloween party.
Step out of the vehicle right now. Arrest him. Thank you, Super Tink. We never had a superhero in the streets of Brooklyn before.
Oh. I'm just being myself, brave, truthful, and unselfish, and someday you'll be a real boy.
More breaking news coming from the Channel 5 newsroom. Nipper the RCA dog has gotten stuck at the top of the Manhattan Bridge.
Oh boy. I better save that dog. Up, and away.
Oh no. Nipper the RCA dog got stuck at the top of the Manhattan Bridge Tower. But he can't get out.
Don't worry, young lady. I will save your dog. Here you go.
Thank you very much, Super Tink. You're the superhero than Superman.
You're absolutely welcome. I am Brooklyn's very own superhero, Super Tink. You can always count on me. It looks like everything is okay. Now my work here is finished for today. Time to go to St. Stephen's Church on Summit Street for the Halloween party.
Come on, let's get going. It's time for the Halloween party at St. Stephen's Church on Summit Street.
Has the great pumpkin been by?
What buttheads, sitting in the pumpkin patch at the Brooklyn Promenade in the middle of the night.
You've missed trick or treat, and now you're going to miss the Halloween party at St. Stephen's Church.
What a way to spend Halloween.
You think you're so smart. Just wait until Jack Skellington comes at midnight. He'll be here. You can bet on that. Wendy knows what she's talking about. Wendy knows what she's doing. Alright, where is he?
He might be coming in at any given moment.
I hope so. I have my reputation to think of, you know. And just think of all of the fun we're missing.
Just look. Nothing but sincerity as far as the eye can see.
Shirley, you'll have to model for us.
Me? You want me to model?
Sure, Shirley, you'll be the perfect model like Marilyn Monroe.
Turn her around, bright eyes.
If we shape the eyes like this, and the nose like this, and the mouth like this.
Yes, that's the way. I like it. That's the way. I like it. Thank you, Shirley Temple. You're a perfect role model.
Here we are. St. Stephen's Church. Time to sneak down the basement to see who is doing the Halloween party.
Alright. Let's bob for some apples and oranges. This is the way to do it. Money's for nothing and checks for free.
Yeah, John, you should be good at this. You have the perfect mouth for it.
Blah. My lips touched Tinkerbell's mouth. Yuck. Magic Tink's mouth.
If anyone had told me I'd be waiting in a pumpkin patch on Halloween night, I'd have said they were crazy.
Just think, Chris, when the great pumpkin, or shall I say, Jack Skellington rises out of the pumpkin patch, we'll be here to see him. What's that? What's that? I hear Jack Skellington. There he is. There he is. It's Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch at the Brooklyn Promenade. What happened? Did I faint? What did he leave us? Did he leave us any toys?
I was robbed. I spent the whole night waiting for the great pumpkin, when I could have been out for tricks or treats. Halloween is over, and I missed it. You weak pathetic fool, you kept me up all night waiting for the great pumpkin, and all that came was Tinkerbell dressed as Super Tink. I didn't get a chance to go out for tricks or treats. And it was all your fault. I'll sue her. What a fool I was. I could have had Almond Joy and Mounds candy bars, York peppermint patties, Hubble Bubble bubble gum, fruit roll-ups, pudding roll-ups, fruit drinkles, Rascals candy, Giggles cookies, and lots of other treats. But no, I had to listen to you. You butthole surfers. What a fool I was. Trick or treat come only once a year, and I missed it by sitting in a pumpkin patch at the Brooklyn Promenade with a poor little rich girl. You owe me restitution.
You heard about Fury and a Man Scorned, haven't you?
Yes, I guess I have.
Well, that's nothing compared to the fury of a man who has been cheated out of tricks or treats. Hey, aren't you gonna wait and greet Jack Skellington? It won't be long now. If Jack Skellington comes, I'll still put in a good word for you. Good golly, Miss Molly, I said if. I meant when he comes. I'm doomed. One little slip like that can cause Jack Skellington to pass you by. Oh, Jack Skellington, where are you?
Whenever you think you've found the best,
there's always something better. Yeah. And better cheddars are better than cheese, cause we go cheese alone one better.
Better cheddars are better than cheese alone, cause we bake real cheddar cheese into every crispy light snack.
So whenever you think you've found the best,
there's always something better. And better cheddars are better than cheese, cause we go cheese alone one better.
Better cheddars goes cheese alone one better.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of being on top of a cold mountain. And all I want to do is yodel. Yodel-ay.
Get the sensation of deep chocolate covering cool peppermint.
When I bite into a York peppermint patties, I'm getting the sensation of a little bit shivers tippy-toeing up and down my spine.
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
Well, another Halloween has come and gone. It's now November 1st, and Thanksgiving is coming, and after that, will be Christmas.
Yes, Shirley. It's already November the 1st. We only have Thanksgiving, and then Christmas afterwards.
I don't understand it. I went trick-or-treating last night, and all I got was a bag full of rocks and pebbles and cobblestones. I suppose you spent all night in the pumpkin patch at the Brooklyn Promenade. And Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas never showed up?
Nope.
Well, don't take it too hard, Wendy. I've done a lot of stupid things in my own life too.
Stupid? What do you mean, stupid? Just wait till next year, Shirley. You'll see, next year at this same time, I'll find a pumpkin patch in Staten Island that is real sincere, and I'll sit in that pumpkin patch until Jack Skellington appears once again. He'll rise out of that pumpkin patch, and he'll fly through the air with his bag of toys like Santa Claus did at Christmas time. Jack Skellington will appear and I'll be waiting for him. I'll be there. I'll be sitting there in that pumpkin patch in Staten Island, and I'll see Jack Skellington. Just wait and see, Shirley. I'll see Jack Skellington. I'll see Jack Skellington. Just you wait, Shirley. Jack Skellington will appear and I'll be waiting for him.